Welcome back to the Pokemon Isle of Armor Countdown. So today on the countdown, I want to talk about the Isle of Armor itself. Now, again, last week we had an announcement for a Pokemon DLC called the Isle of Armor, also the Crown of Tundra, but we're not talking about the Crown of Tundra, the Isle of Armor. And I want to talk about the settings today because, I want to say, this isn't part of the original, Galar itself. This is a completely different area on the map. We haven't seen a map of where these are necessarily. I'd love to see that, but I don't know if we're even going to see that actually. This might just be like, oh, there's like a magical island that exists over here. So, but I want to talk about this. There's a website here that I want to read on the Pokemon website. You can go check it out down below if you want to hear more information on Isle of Armor, of course. But of course, you'll hear this over the countdown's history. So, the Isle of Armor. In the Isle of Armor expansion, you'll head to the Isle of Armor. Duh. The stage of your new adventure in the Galar region. The Isle of Armor is a giant island full of environments not seen in Galar before. You'll find wave-swept beaches, forests, bogs, caves, and even sand dunes. There are also plenty of Pokemon that make this island their home, living freely amid the lush natural surroundings. There's also a dojo here that specializes in some very particular training styles. You and your Pokemon will take up an apprenticeship under this master of this dojo and train hard to become even stronger. So, some cool things I want to mention there is that a lot of different areas we haven't even had in the game. Caves were really not part of Sword and Shield at all, and I'm really excited for that. We had the Galar mines and stuff like that, but the Galar mines are cool, but it didn't really embody that cave feel I wanted. So it's like, I feel like we're getting the caves, we're getting the forest. We didn't have a forest in Sword and Shield. As of all things, this is the first Pokemon game that didn't actually have a forest. So this is going to be a lot of interesting ideas. No, I mean, sure, the forest is probably just end up being something like the wild area where you can just, might end up being a different area considered within the wild area, but it will probably look more like a forest than anything else. So really, really excited for a lot of these places. So the Isle of Armor, again, it's a completely separate area. I'm sure we'll eventually see where it is, but it's a massive island. It's going to be full of different kinds of Pokemon. Again, like you say, wave-swept beaches, so you're going to see some Pokemon probably if I'm going to make an example of maybe 2 Pokemon area, you'll probably see something like Sandygas, I could see. Sandygas and Palossand. Possibly something like, trying to think of some other mons that we could include in the area. Probably Slowpoke. The Galarian Slowpoke, of course, will probably be included in the sandy beaches. Forests, again, you're probably going to see a bunch of bug-type Pokemon that we've not seen before in the games, like Cascoon, or be like a Vivian, or heck, even Wormadam. There's quite a few bug-type Pokemon that you could include, or some other grass types that you could include as well, like Leavanny, or I almost want to say Whimsicott. Whimsicott's in the main game, so. But yeah, and bogs, I guess you could see, what can you see in bogs? Bogs are really difficult because bogs are like water. So I guess you could say Ludicolo, but Ludicolo's in the original game. So, and I'm not saying that there isn't going to be some of the already existent mons in this. There probably will be. There very likely will be some of the same existent mons, just to diversify it a bit. I can't see them just doing this area with 100% all new Pokemon. Well, new's a hard term to say, but with all the old Pokemon returning, I can't just see that be the case. So, yeah, caves. You're gonna see a lot of Pokemon like Geodude and things like that return, of course. And then, of course, sand dunes. You're gonna see more and more of the ground type / rock type Pokemon that we've seen in the past. I'm sure Karakarok will be there and stuff like that. I'm mentioning super obscure Pokemon in their own evolutionary lines. I apologize, but yeah. So you're gonna see a lot of Pokemon like that, I feel like, and of course there's probably gonna be some new Pokemon within the games. I bet. So just from an example, I can't say this is true or not, but from an example of Galarian Slowpoke, I would assume that there's going to be probably some new Galarian forms. And just by the way Sword and Shield went, I could assume there's going to be some new evolutionary forms of old Pokemon. And then probably just some new Pokemon in general, because we have things like Urshifu, or the Cubfu, or Cubfu and Urshifu. And of course in Crown of Tundra we have the other Pokemon. Yeah, I can't think of their name right now, but yeah, Celerex. So I would assume there's probably gonna be some new Pokemon within the game, included some new Galar Pokemon, some new evolutions of some old Pokemon. Of course, with all the old Pokemon being re-added into the game, it'll make sense that new Pokemon or the old Pokemon will probably get some evolutions or maybe some Galarian forms. So that's gonna be really, really cool to see what they have in store. From the picture I see, it seems to be a pretty big area. There's quite a bit to do. You can see the dojo way off in the distance, and pretty cool looking at that area. And then of course you can see islands you can go to, all kinds of different sorts of places you can go to. So it's gonna be a lot of really fun. But yeah, I'm really excited for Isle of Armor. Let me know, how do you guys feel about it?